Ecological theory is based on the assumption that individuals and their environments are inseparably interconnected. Interactions between individuals, groups, and their physical environment give rise to social structure. Some key terms include population, community, equilibrium, and ecosystem. According to Hardina, community ecosystems include residence, housing structure, population density, land use, and social structure. When changes occur to the environment, the ecosystem will seek equilibrium so that the community can maintain regular activities. Hardina identifies three implications of ecological theory for community practice. First, groups compete for scarce resources. The strong under this system are able to dominate community life. Second, other groups must adapt to the surrounding environment. And third, the physical environment has an important role in defining how social structure is created. For example, low-income communities are often characterized by deteriorating infrastructures and housing stock. According to ecological theory, changing the physical environment will produce changes in the community's social life. Karen Rotabi conducted a thorough historical survey of the development of ecological theory. Ecological theory was developed through an interaction between the natural and social sciences. Based on Darwin's concepts of evolution and adaptation, Ernst Haeckel was the first to use the term ecology in 1866. Haeckel used the concepts of reciprocity and mutuality to describe the interdependence between organisms and their environments. The British Ecological Society, the first of its kind, was formed in 1913. In 1935, botanist Sir Arthur Tansley introduced a whole system perspective to ecosystems, which emphasized the connection of organisms to their environment. During the first part of the 20th century, sociologist Howard W. Odum developed a holistic approach to social problems that integrated natural and social environments. His work with human and natural resource management represents one of the first examples of the application of ecological theory to social problems. Odum's two sons shared their father's holistic approach in their studies of ecosystem ecology. E.P. Odum, the elder son, is considered the father of modern ecology. He emphasized ecosystem as the central unit of study in ecology. H.T. Odum, the younger son, was influential in his own right. He applied general systems theory to ecology, which linked systems theory to the social sciences. The first social worker to formally apply ecological theory to casework was Carol Germain in 1973. Germain emphasized the person-environment interrelationship in treating social problems. People are not separate from, but exist in and as part of their environment. Therefore, treatment should not be limited solely to the person or their illness. In 1974, Yuri Bronfenbrenner began to develop his ecological model of human development. Bronfenbrenner proposed that the social ecological environment is composed of four nested systems. First, the microsystem. This includes structures and activities in a person's immediate environment. A mesosystem includes linkages of microsystems connected to a person. For example, the relationship between home and school would form a part of a mesosystem. An exosystem is comprised of linkages between different settings in which at least one of the settings indirectly influences a person's immediate environment. In the case of a child, the relationship between home and a parent's workplace would be part of the child's exosystem. Finally, a macrosystem consists of the overarching pattern of micro, meso, and exosystems characteristic of a given culture. This includes belief systems, physical resources, customs, etc. of the broader culture. Ecological theory can be applied to any population regardless of size or cultural identity. Hardina provides an example from a study conducted by Venkatesh in 1997. Venkatesh studied the relationship between physical structures and a social organization in a low-income community. Venkatesh found a lack of groups in the community that could provide essential social control. Therefore, local street gangs filled the void by enforcing rules, providing protection, and controlling social deviancy. Graffiti served to physically mark out the geographical limits of the neighborhood. Gang members controlled access to the neighborhood. According to ecological theory, social control is necessary for a community to function. The lack of groups or organizations that could provide such control created instability in the environment. Gangs performed the function of social control that allowed the community to return to a state of equilibrium. A few weaknesses have been suggested for ecological theory. One limitation is that the theory is too abstract and has not been confirmed through empirical testing. A second weakness is that the theory may be used to promote oppressive systems by emphasizing adaptation and stability of ecosystems. At the heart of this criticism is the potential for ecological theory to promote forms of social Darwinism. A third weakness of ecological theory is related to the second. The theory may fail to account for the role of power in the oppression of groups such as those in poverty. The main strength of ecological theory is its emphasis on the person and environment. This holistic approach directs social workers to consider all aspects of physical and social environments when seeking to help individuals and groups in need. Applying social work values to ecological theory can transform one of its main weaknesses into a strength. The commitment to human dignity and well-being will prevent the theory from being used to promote oppression. The fact that human beings are active participants in their environment means they can change the environment from within. Ecological theory can be used to identify the factors that lead to oppressive or destructive states of equilibrium. Changes then can be made to make changes in the overall ecosystem. In our previous example involving gangs, ecological theory can help social workers identify the factors, such as poverty and lack of social control groups, that led gangs to control the neighborhood. Social workers could then work within the community to deal with these factors in a way that would benefit the entire neighborhood.